Welcome back, champions, to the Champion Mindset Collective podcast. Today we dive deep into what it means to be a champion in your life by facing fear to build confidence. I'm your host, Anthony Dahya, and I'm grateful that you're here listening to this episode. Would love for you to share this episode with your friends, your family, and your workmates. And if you haven't already done so, please follow this podcast so that we don't miss any future episodes and so that we can get this podcast out to the wider community. Now, everyone experiences fear, but how we handle it can transform our lives. So let's explore simple, effective ways to turn your fears into stepping stones for confidence. First of all, we've got to find out, what is fear? Well, fear is a natural emotional response to perceived threats, which can be physical or psychological. It's the survival mechanism that signals our bodies to react to danger. Next is the physiology of fear. When we face fear, our body releases adrenaline, heightening our senses and readiness for action. This is often called the fight or flight response. Next is the psychological impact. While fear can protect us, it can also immobilize us. And if not managed properly over time, unaddressed fears can lead to anxiety, affecting our overall well-being. Now let's understand this a little bit deeper, what fear really is. So fear is a complex, multifaceted emotion that serves as a fundamental human response to perceived threats or danger. And it plays a critical role in our survival by triggering a set of reactions in our brain and the body that helps us respond to immediate threats. So fear is a natural emotion that starts in our brain, and specifically in areas called the amygdala and the hippocampus. The amygdala detects danger and triggers a response. It's like an alarm system, while the hippocampus helps remember the context of the fear, and this generally comes from our past programming. When we sense danger, our body kicks into fight or flight mode, and it releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This makes us more alert and ready to act. Our heart rate goes up, we get a boost of energy, and our blood pressure rises. So fear isn't just about obvious dangers like threatening animals. It also includes worries about future events, social rejection, or failure. And these fears can affect our daily life and even lead to anxiety or phobias, which are intense fears of specific situations that can cause people to avoid them completely. And originally, fear used to help humans survive against predators. But today, in this world, these intense reactions are often triggered by less life-threatening situations, leading to stress and anxiety and disorders. So cultural and personal experiences also shape what we fear and how we show it. Understanding the roots and the effects of fear can help us manage it better and use it to grow our confidence, leading to a more satisfying and brave life. Welcome back. So let's look at some of the research insights. Studies on fear and confidence. Research shows that studies including from Harvard University show that confronting fears actively can lead to significant boosts of confidence and personal growth. For example, exposure therapy, where individuals gradually expose themselves to what they fear and in a controlled manner, has been proven to be effective in reducing fear response and building confidence. Next, the role of adrenaline. So studies indicate that the same adrenaline that triggers fear can also prepare our bodies for overcoming challenges, which is why controlled exposure to fears can often lead to empowerment. Next, let's look at the strategies to face fear. The first one is step-by-step exposure. Start small. If you're afraid of public speaking, start by speaking to smaller groups, more familiar groups, and before addressing larger crowds. Now, for example, I've started going to Toastmasters, which is a smaller group, and I've found it really comfortable. I'm able to express myself naturally without feeling the fear. As I get through my journey of public speaking, I will transition to more bigger groups and be able to speak to a large crowd of people. So do it step by step. Start small. Next is mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Practice like deep breathing, meditation, and yoga, which can help manage the physiological symptoms of fear, making it easier to face your fears calmly. The other one is cognitive restructuring. Change the way you think about fear. Instead of seeing fear as a barrier, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This technique is supported by cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps people alter their thought patterns to improve their emotional regulation. One of the things you could do is look at real life examples. Go online on YouTube or social media and see people that have actually faced this fear and see how they've done this, right? And for instance, someone who's feared heights but took up rock climbing to conquer their fear and build confidence. Look at examples like this that are going to help you in facing your fears and building confidence. So building a fear-facing plan. Write down your fears. Set small goals for confronting them and track your progress. And remember, celebrate small victories, which will keep you motivated. I'd like to encourage you to click the link in the description and join the Champion Mindset Collective group and share your story of facing your fears. You can also message me on Facebook Messenger. This community is a safe place where you can share and be encouraged and encourage others and share your tips. In conclusion, today we've explored how facing our fears isn't just about reducing fear itself, but about building a stronger and more confident self. Remember that each step in facing your fears is a leap towards a greater confidence. Thank you for tuning in today, and don't forget to follow this podcast episode and share it with your friends and transform your life. Stay brave, keep facing your fears, and build that champion mindset. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who could benefit from it. Follow and leave a review wherever you get your podcast. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more people like you. Join me next time as we continue to explore ways to empower ourselves and live boldly. This wraps up this episode on facing fear to build confidence. Until next time, keep pushing your boundaries, turning your fears into opportunities of growth. Champion your life and champion your greatness. Have an amazing day.